Ray, when you are.
I gotta wait on it a second.
Have you ever had any bad crashes with helicopters?
Quite a few. I see these, the problem is the tail is really hard to keep just right. It's electronic mixing. But once you get used to flying them, then they kind of, mine's been modified with different electronics. I just went
yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that'd be the worst day of my life. That back tail rotor were to hit me.
Tail rotor, nothing on these. Like these won't hurt you when they hit you.
Do you have any that can do an inverted flight?
Yeah, pretty much all mine can do inverted flight except for this one. But I don't fly inverted.
Because it's very hard to control and stuff.
It's hard to control, and you know, I just don't have the right helicopter for it. I haven't set them all up for inverted yet. Inverted's alright, but I'm more into scale stuff, so I like to kind of look. So eventually I'll get into scale bodies and stuff.
Alright.
Plastic blades, they lose a lot of lift when the wind comes out, and they flex so much. Like you can see them kind of sticking.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm not sure about the camera. But they do bend up at ends. I'm going to get a quick video just taking off. It's flying this helicopter behind me. It stall on you? I'm just waiting for him to his advantage on his airplane stalled.
Alright. When you start learning helicopters, first thing, eventually you're going to have to learn all the orientations, whether you're pointed at you or pointed away from you. You start off learning pointed away from you. That means you do everything you can to keep that tail pointed in a straight line away from you.
Alright.
The next thing is getting it up in the air. You don't have to go way up in the air. You start off, you don't want to keep it under 6 inches. If you can hover there, you can hover up high. And you'll learn better management once you get up above the 6 inches. Because the rotor wash, you know, the wind blowing down to the ground, actually messes with things. So you got to come up some to get away from that, but you don't have to go way up in the air because that
you
gives
just
more time
stay
for a mistake.
You just can stay low to the ground, so a mistake comes along, you can just land right there.
Yeah.
The skids will absorb most of the impact.
Right. Now, another thing to think about, it's not like a plane when you're flying it. The way to consider it is you lean left, so you got the helicopter hovering. You can turn left, which is using your rudder, or you can lean left. Leaning left means bringing it like this.
Yeah,
Turning
which
left
would
means going like this.
which would be kind of like ailerons on the plane.
Yeah, but don't even think about planes. This is a whole different thing. Don't even compare them to planes. You're gonna turn, like say if I say turn left, that means give left input. If I say lean left, that means lean it left.
Which would be that.
They're the same channel as your ailerons. Lean right is this way. Next thing is once you start like bringing it up, you have to give yourself a small area that you are not going to go out of. If it does, you shut it down. Like say we'll go from like, you know, it's good to have lines down. Let's say from here to here. Because what's going to happen is when you start taking off, it's going to start drifting as soon as you lift. And you've got to like control that. When it starts drifting this way, you're going to lean right slightly. So you can't bang the sticks on these. They don't work that way. Little bits. Little bit until it comes back. You don't have to force it. Just because it's going this way doesn't mean you have to immediately yank it back. So if it's coming this way, it's drifting. You just lightly drift it back where you want it. You don't throw it where you want it. So stand back a second and I'll show you everything I'm doing. You're going to have, this is your throttle. This is actually going to spin up the rotors, right? So you're going to spin it up and then you're going to watch it. It's starting to turn a little bit sitting on the ground. So I'm going to correct that. You just watch for it and then you're going to lift. And it's going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. See how it's wanting to drift? Well, I got to correct that. That breeze didn't help them either. But you keep it low like that, and it's a pain to keep it pointed away from you when you're that close to the ground. You got to get it up a little higher, but this is the best way. That way, if I mess up, I can go, oh, okay, set down, and it's safe.
Yeah.
And another thing with these is like once they get, like when you're learning, once they get in your area, or get out of the area, like say I set the line up and it drifts over here.
Yeah.
Then you just shut it down. Don't fly it back to the position. And once you get it, set it down. Because there's no way that if you can't keep it in this box, you surely can't fly it back to position. So you walk it back, because that's how you get damaged, trying to put it back to where you want it. Just walk and go get it.
Alright.
Now I gotta trim this thing a little better right now so I can give you the sticks. Right?
Alright.
This wind isn't going to help it in. We're going to fairly close. It's not going to be perfect. Just a couple little lift offs. I'll show you.